What's up? You got Dana here, and Conceited versus Surf dropped on Christmas Day. It's the 3rd annual Smack URL Christmas Classic. I gotta say that this battle is definitely a classic, extremely debatable, tons of replay value. I actually had the opportunity of seeing this battle live at the Pyramid Club, and my perception on seeing battles live and seeing battles in the building definitely let me know that how people can judge a battle a certain way when they see it live and how they can judge it when they see it on camera. Now I see how that dynamic plays into the decisions we make on who we feel won a battle. So stay tuned and check out my review.
You already know, hersoberlife, youtube.com.
So Conceited goes first, and you know, it straight punches the entire red line. It's real like a fishing rod. If it's beef, like Forrest Gump, you running and you won't be crib no more. I thought that was dope. When it comes to the proof, you leave your shotgun home. Show you I don't need a boogie board to body surf. The Rajon Cox name flips to me were hilarious. The only nigga to see Cox fighting is Calico, cause you a crip. You gonna have them niggas jump me. Get a couple of black guys, slow it down. Either way, when I strike, y'all gonna get this boy caught when I pick it. The time scheme, you know, coming at the jerseys like Dennis Rodman. I'm the one he's dreading here, so you better keep it wrapped like Erykah Badu. Get them locked up with the ball and chain like newlyweds, just to appeal. Anything that's on his chest, he'll cough it up. That's how we know sue the feds. The Rugrat, raise the Tommy like Stewie Pickles. The boy talk to the rat like Stuart Little was dope to me. You give out more statements than MasterCard was eh. We all know that Sue a rat. We all know that Sue a rat. Gambling with your life. Roll out them deuces. You looking at me with them snake eyes. You see a couple die. That was dope. When you shooting craps, I thought that was dope. Will only make Pops disown you. Pop disown you. You know, that was dope. His name is Surf because he riding a nigga wave. You just like a vampire. It's something you gonna bite next. I know you Farrakhan. That's a lie. If you think you could run after a Muslim, chokes and ciphers, can't give me the shoes when he can't finish lines. And in order to be a real nigga, you have to be on real nigga time. So we get into Tsu Surf's first round, and he starts off with a rebuttal that he stumbled a bit over. I like the competition composition bar. I thought that was dope. The Family Guy Stewie bar was crazy to me. I could feel that 40 liquor in both legs, and I ain't got a chaser after the shots, and the slow it down was crazy. Probably that was my favorite slow it down of the first round, or subtitle in this case. I'm giving them all 5 like I'm getting up with the guys. It's crazy. Jersey lost the Nets, but the best shooters are still in my hood. Rondo with the 9s, one big shot pumped out a fold like a futon was dope. Spare us with the Sue lines. You surfing Frank's Ocean was funny but weak to me. I thought the be hospitable and hospital you. Even if RG3 will leave you laying with that red skin. I nail your dog backwards to a cross like God. Felt like Kobe, how word of the shots got back to the block. And then the Lakers flips were dope. The Steve Nash line was crazy. Kid games like Leapfrog, Another Sun, or Welcome to the Twilight, New Moon. Fucking with some Wolf's Bella, that was dope. That nigga from St. Louis Cardinal, and then the line before it where he was like, you sons of niggas, are they carding y'all? Silence the sub tweet way before the Twitter games. Headbutt Evelyn, that was crazy. 9 appeal like he trying to get his life back. Dope line. I thought that was crazy. Long arms have him over the divider, and to slow it down with that. The R&B singer flips, the love and hip hop scheme that he had, the you are in the middle of church was crazy. If I had to score this round, I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't even pick a winner. I thought both of them had equally strong first rounds, and I think that it came down to preference. As of today, I filmed War Room Sports earlier with the good guys over there on that channel, and I picked winners, but I picked winners for the sake of picking winners. So Khan's second round, the Hoover vacuum cleaner line. Rajon always have Cox behind him. Let a nigga testify. If I go to Chambers cases now, I'll give him justice. All rise when I squeeze it off, and you'll leap for sure. You better bail if I see jury on appeal. I bang hammers like a judge in one trial. Get your man, will get your people's caught court. You know, catch catch the steal like surveillance camera. Got a couple strikes in the pen, you bold nigga, then to slow it down. It'll go bad if you don't put a lid on it like Tupperware. Leave the clips line anywhere you're at, I'm bucking there. Picking up that big nose like Double Dare. Open rounds just for the cream and Oreo. Cocks through the wall like a glory hole. The horoscope scheme, I was really disappointed and conceited because everybody knows that's a scheme that Chilla Jones did against M City. You retired from the bullshit, now you're back. Oh, you must think you're Jordan. Why couldn't Rajon sell ticks if he's such a boss then? I thought that was dope. Clapping his face like Macaulay Culkin. Only blue seas you know is the ocean. Then the line to Joe Budden, how you fan with a rat just cause your name is Mouse. And then he said, I beat the shit out of Arston Mac, did it, beat Joe Budden's girl, but I would have beat Joe Budden's girl, but Fab did it. In the streets, if your brother don't fuck with a nigga, you don't fuck with him neither. You know, you turned your back on your man for features. I thought that was a nice way to do a personal. If you're gonna do a personal, turn the personal into a bar, people. Pacquiao, always scared to test the blood, was dope. This Mac could give her face gunpowder. Grab up Sue Young, rush hours, pop pop without your grandson, makeup, Lancome, get foul, bucket like an M1, get served over the net like a volleyball. The pill cap line is overused as well. Has to be more careful. Take you down, Chris Brown was aight. Real niggas will shoot the door down, you know, from his old quotable with him lock picking the door and that shit. And saw your face in a glove like Hamburger Helper. Again, solid second from Conceited. Tsu Surf second round, he had the Joe Budden rebuttal, which was whack, didn't need it at all. The pause intro, however, was hilarious. If your naked face had a mustache, I'd punch you in it. The ones that flash ain't got enough or dumb, so they don't hide it. If your money's on your outfit, what's in your pocket? Let's play swear to God. I thought that was funny. Even the looks on Conceited's face was funny. Then he got into the shit about Red Lobster and he said, I'll believe you if you say you cracked the crab. Now we get into the bulk of Surf's second round, which was basically exposing Conceited, saying he's not from Brooklyn. I'm gonna read to you some of the bars verbatim and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on him, okay? He from Miami with the Dolphins. Tell him, Reginald, don't worry, I'll do it for you. I was getting ready for this lesson, started stretching, searched your name on YouTube and noticed all your battles, your hometown say Brooklyn. When I think of hometown, I think of where I caught my first charge, got my first pussy, bought my first tool. Not your family visits the city, you move in the summers or move there. We trap, we hang, we bang. A few classes, sorry. Safe to say we went to school there. Now I wonder which Brooklyn hood where kind has his heat blowing. Where your tool at? Where you went to school at? Then he named schools. He named about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 schools. You ain't from Brooklyn. What's wrong with Miami if you live good? But you ain't from Miami. You from Pembroke Pines. That's a 20-30 minute drive. What's bars on top of bars if your foundation is lies? That bar is actually crazy, okay? You went to Charles Flanagan High. Accept it, Reginald. A real man told me when your cards get pulled, your hand is what you're left with. You know nothing about what you rap about. That is not G. That hater that told you about me, that is not me. You paying so much attention to a life that is not free. I don't glorify shit because if I wouldn't have got them, they would have got me. That was cold. Now, let's talk about those bars. So, there were literally maybe 2 or 3 lyrical elements in that entire setup. So, for me, just looking at it from a technical standpoint, it was his conviction, his aggression, and his presence that made that shit cold. I mean, a lot of y'all are making it seem like that shit was just lyrically crazy, and it wasn't. He performed it well. He delivered it well. That's what made that part dope. I think the ending bar, of course, you know, bars on top of bars, if your foundation is lies, you know what I'm saying, that shit is crazy to me. Naming high schools gets the crowd, you know what I'm saying. I don't know them high schools, I don't know Brooklyn like that. On one end, it's like, yeah, this was effective in the sense that this is something we didn't know if it is true anyway, but at the same time, it's kind of like exposing I don't know what you look to gain, because we all know that he's not that guy. So, you know, it just really depends on how you look at it. Outside of that scheme, however, just like a conceited bitch, you hang around with a bunch of corny bitches to feel better. I thought that was crazy. You're only as real as the company you keep. That's just real talk. You mortal. If I combat, I'm gonna let that scorpion scream. Then, like I said, some more filler. This guy is supposed to be the one I fear. Can't even look over my shoulder clear. Like, huh? That's filler. Like, that was Tsu Surf second. And I don't want to sound biased. So like I said, I have to call this a draw, because there are issues with both of them for me in the second round. For me with Con, there are blatantly elements in that second round that I heard from other rappers. The thing that really stuck out in my mind was Chilla Jones's horoscope scheme, and how Con had one too. And then with Tsu Surf, I had the issue of his of lyrical elements, and what was the biggest chunk of his second round, which was exposing Conceited. Expose a guy. That's what you should do. I mean, considering the fact that Con's made a career out of quote unquote exposing people, I have absolutely no problem with him being exposed, but the lyrical aspect of it just wasn't there for me, which is why I made it a point to read it verbatim, so you guys wouldn't think I was just being biased. You know, I read it, you know what I'm saying, I transcribed it with the intentions of breaking down whatever in that scheme needed to be broken down. Some of you might say that that's real talk, so you have that aspect of it too. That setup, he did a good job of painting a picture of Conceited being a fraud. So as far as that end of it, that's where the two kind of had their strengths, but I can't pick a winner because of those reasons. So as of right now, we're still drawed up, and then we get into round 3. When that fire ring, you ain't getting up from that dirt, you ain't Captain Planet. Click like Adam Sandler, pumpkin light up like a jack-o'-lantern. Meter the cow scheme was crazy to me. Behind bars, you can get your mug shot. That's a criminal pick was dope. The movie scheme that he had was crazy to me. Then he ended up Conceited third round. Theater, slow it down. Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When I score off the hook, that was dope. Then I put my tip in her mug like a thank you jar. The army scheme was cold. Probably my favorite slow it down from him. Dye hair has been done a ton of times. Didn't need that. Long nose like Pinocchio, you wooden boy. The backwoods line was dope. The weed scheme that he had was dope. Still get a long shot. Little bit Shih Tzu, that was dope. Girl on fire like Alicia Keys. Eater out the box like a pizza was weak, but then he came back with had the whole jersey burning like the Cleveland's fan. That was crazy. Isn't it ironic? A Crip who got some crabs. Tell us what you usher. Tell us your confessions. You got caught up, you let it burn, and now you got it bad. Give you disease faster than NyQuil was dope. Asia sushi roll, and you still ate her fish raw, and to slow it down, that was crazy. The Kevin Durant disses were wild. I was laughing my ass off at that. The snapback caps line so reminds me of like Young Ills, so I wasn't feeling that. The Steelers show like a bootlegger, that was cool. The Hugh Hefner line I didn't care for. Nichols napping on the spot like Rasheed Wallace was dope. Bringing the subs out like they in foul trouble was dope. The skincare scheme was dope. Bars overhead like gymnastics was dope. The feet scheme was crazy. The quadruple entendre was a blatant ripoff of Black Heart's quadruple entendre, so I was pretty disappointed about it. Clap 10, I see like Nashville, you softer than Knicks, you softer with Knicks than Cousin Skeeter. Bucket from afar like a buzzer beater. Had to put him behind bars to get my shit back. You know, on the whole thing of Surf stealing the slow it down to make subtitles. Then we get into Surf's third, which is considerably a lot shorter, but I'll get into that as well. The clap rebuttal was a solid rebuttal, actually. Out of the 3 that he had in this battle, I like that one the most. Everything you say is for laughs. They say I'm known for my seconds, but in a minute our confrontation gonna be done. Bring the hearse around. That time scheme was dope. A Big Mac and 2 9s, I can order that literally. Call these a paranormal activities was dope. I like the staple setter line, pass the Glock to Fox, and then what was hilarious to me. You're getting more than clothes if I gotta pull these hammies down. Nicolas Cage. It's Face Off with Con Air. The Dipset scheme was solid. The Huskies line was dope. The Degrassi line was weak to me. 40 Start Pouring on them was dope. With them tats, you should be used to niggas drawing on you. The Leader, pay half to get him off, was dope. I seen his shoes, his pants, his shirt. He got interviewed. That whole subtitle was dope. Solid third rounds from the both of them. However, I just feel like time-wise, Con put in way more work. And, you know, time really stopped being a factor just considering how the day had gone. So I wish that Tsu Surf probably could have pulled out some more and spit some more. So I definitely, if I was sure about any particular round, it was this third. As far as the whole battle is concerned, everybody knows the story. First, Webster Hall got canceled. Then we moved to Gramercy, only to have to trek out to Pyramid Club to see this battle. I saw this battle live, and I felt that live I'd given it to Conceited 2-1. In the building, I felt like the second round wasn't effective at all. Having seen it on cam, I kind of still feel the same way, but I can't really pick a winner because both of them were flawed in some ways. Both of them were strong, but both of them were definitely flawed. As far as this being a classic, it's definitely a classic. I'm sure we're going to be debating this for a while. As of me doing this review, this battle is at 330,000 views in just 2 days, which is amazing. I know it's going to hit 1 million probably in the next week or so. So that's just great. It's an amazing achievement for hip hop. And I feel like just battle rap in general, this year of battle rap has been great. So if you haven't seen the battle, I'm going to be sure to leave a link for it down in the description box below. Let me know what you think of it, who you thought won, because me personally, I don't have a winner as of yet. It's going to take a whole lot more views for me to get a clear winner in my head, because I keep flipping back and forth with who I think won it. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, The Envied Life, and I will see y'all in my next review. Peace.
Yo, it's Conceited, and I'm very, very sober right now. I had nothing, but that's because you are now tuning in to Her Sober Life on YouTube. And if you're not on this, that means you fucked up, because you're not sober.